Hello, friends. Welcome or welcome back to Shadow Play Tarot. Thank you so much for being here today. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Make yourselves at home. There is so much content to catch up on. And if you're returning, well, you already know what's up. I just love it. I appreciate it so much that you're here, that you're coming back. Hopefully, you enjoy your time here. You guys know that I love hanging out with you. Now, yeah, let's get to your reading. You guys know why you're here. We're going to be looking into your next date. Hopefully, we can get a little fun reading out of it. We are going to be asking, who is this person that you're going to be going out on a date with next? And what can you expect? How's it going to go? As always, though, friends, it's a collective reading. So that's why I said hopefully it's a fun one. And hopefully we get some fun dates, some messages about that. All right. You guys know what to do. 3 groups to choose from, as always. Today's stickers, they were gifted by my friend Phil. So thank you so much, Phil, for donating these. They're absolutely perfect. You guys know what to do. We have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Whenever you're ready, I'll meet you at your reading. Hello, my group number 1s. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we're going to be looking into your next date. Who is it going to be with, and what can you expect? Yeah, those are the 2 questions we're going to be looking into. A reminder, though, you guys know it's a collective reading. So if you're not liking the energy that I'm reading today, it just probably means it's not for you. Same as if it sounds confusing. All right, with all that being said, let's see if we can get a fun little reading out of this. You just never know what's going to come through. Listen, my group number 1s. You guys know I love you guys being here so much. All right, I hope you guys are doing well, my babies. No matter what time of day or night it is when you're listening to this, thank you for letting me be a part of it, being a part of your life. All right, let's dive in. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 1s. Messages for my group 1s, please. All right, my babies, let's tap in. Let's see, who is this person that's going to have the privilege, the absolute privilege of going out on a date with you? Who is this person? Thank you, Spirit. My group number 1s, who is their next date with? Who is this person? What can we know about them? How would my group number 1s know who this is? Who is their next date going to be with? I am... I almost said I'm screaming. I'm internally screaming when I said, who's their next date going to be? I swear I heard someone say it with my cat. Someone's planning to hang out on a Friday, on any day of the week. All right, we have Judgment, Hermit. Okay, so this could be someone that you already know you're going to see again. So yeah, it's not for everyone, but for a lot of you, you already may know who this is. And this is someone that you're like, okay, I know we're going to connect again. I know we're going to eventually hang out again, or I'm going to see them again. Yeah, this could already be someone that already like made plans. If not, you're going to know who this person is because they're giving big Virgo zaddy energy. What that means is this person, they're going to be like, I'm going to pick you up, or I'll definitely wanting to pay. This is someone who's being very generous. So they are being generous with the transportation as well, whether that means going to pick you up or sending a car, or, I don't know, going to meet you so you guys can walk there together if it's that type of situation. It does feel like this person is leading the way. So this person is like, who said chivalry is dead? We'll see. Hopefully it's not with this person, but so far so good. They're showing us positive signs. We like this. There could be something important about the month of May. Maybe June. Nah, more like May. All right, let's see. We have Cancer and Virgo and Gemini and Sagittarius coming through. So this person could be funny as well. They have a little bit of a funny streak. They could look like on the outside really serious. They're like maybe kind of boring, but they're actually not. We have 4 of Wands in reverse. This could be like not your usual type, or not the type that you would normally go for. This could also feel like this person takes you somewhere a little, we were talking about them possibly looking kind of boring, or kind of, there's more than meets the eye here with this person. So they could actually take you somewhere where you wouldn't normally go on your own. All right, we have 5 of Cups in reverse. We have Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, that's interesting. Who is this person? Why the Chariot? Why the King of Pentacles? And tell me about the Lovers. And why the Four of Wands in reverse? So there's something about this person that kind of annoys you or it kind of frustrates you. I can't tell what it is. We're going to look into that. Maybe it's the place that they want to take you to because you're almost like, no, no, no. Oh, you know what it is? It's that they're not kind of giving you too much. Maybe I wonder if a part of you is wondering if this is a date or if you guys are just hanging out. Um, yeah, because it feels like you don't know what to expect, or there's something here about the date that you're like, I'm not so sure. Can't you reveal more? And they're like, no, come on, let's just go. Like, why all the questions? Uh, and it's interesting because again, maybe you don't really feel like this person is necessarily the most exciting or the most spontaneous, but now they're kind of introducing you to this kind of other way or other thing, and you're like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. Which is valid. We always want to know where stranger danger could be, right? But besides that, it doesn't feel like you feel like you're in danger. I just being silly by saying that. Some people take things very literal, so just want to clarify that. Listen, I really want to see what it is about where they're trying to take you or what they're trying to do that you're a little bit like, oh, I don't know about that. They're not giving you too much information. All right. Tell me about Judgment with the Five of Cups in reverse. They're almost like, don't worry, you're going to have a good time or you'll like it or it'll be fun. Why Judgment with the Five of Cups in reverse? Yeah, no, this person is like, just trust me. Just trust me. Let's go. Let's do this. Or you know what? I wonder if this is also an indicator of, okay, let's just be nosy. How's my group number one's going to feel about this person? Because I almost wonder if you just give them a chance. Is my group number one's into this person? Six of Pentacles. You could be. You could be. They not you looking at the potential. Yeah, you're looking at the potential, bitch. With the Six of Pentacles and the Magician, you're almost like I could turn them into something. I got something to work with here. You know, a little haircut, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, no, you're like, yeah, I'm willing to try. So for some of you, it's mutual, but for others of you, there's a serious potential here that it's like, yeah, I got something here. I could turn this into something, but I'm willing to try it out. Okay, tell me more. This could be someone that there's been a failed attempt with hanging out with you, or the first time that you guys were supposed to see each other or do something. They could have had to like work or something, and maybe you were kind of like, oh, yeah, right. But they do end up like pulling through. This person also does something kind of bold. Again, they surprise you. It's like you're thinking that they're not, you're thinking that they're kind of one way, and then they do this other thing. And then you're like, oh shit. Tell me about the Chariot and the High Priestess. The Star. Wow, lots of major arcanas here. So maybe there's something very significant about this date, or it's been like a long time coming, or even if that means that it's your first date in a really long time, it feels like this is going to set the tone for like what's to come. All right, let's see why this person's got kind of a shitty communication going on, or why the Page of Swords in reverse. What are they not telling my group number one? Three Cups. They want to see you where they're taking you to. Oh, Seven of Swords. They want to surprise you. Oh, that's kind of cute. Oh, don't disappoint me, group number one's person. I'm rooting for you guys. Listen, they want to surprise you. They're purposely being sneaky. Tell me why the Lovers with the Knight of Swords in reverse. The Fool. They want to do something new with you. This person, they want to impress you. I almost feel like they want to kind of sweep you off your feet. Look, yeah, they want to see your face kind of be happy or like light up, or they want to see you and you're just like, no, not now, or why, or where. So it could just be that they're trying to come towards you like unexpectedly, and you're like, no, 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 wait. I'm wearing a face mask here. I was hanging out with my cat. Tell me about the Four of Wands and Temperance in reverse. Three of Swords. What was the disappointment? Queen of Cups in reverse. You're emotionally closed off because of something that happened. Something that happened to you or that was done to you, or it's just your defense mechanism. So you get kind of triggered or frustrated, but essentially this person's like just trying to make you happy. Oh, okay. You know what? It feels like if you had a relationship in the past or a situation in the past with someone that maybe stirred some things up, that stirred up some insecurities surrounding plans or surrounding what's going on, or, you know, you would dress up thinking you were doing one thing and then you realize that this person was a bum and just took you to hang out on the couch, on their dirty couch or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, and maybe that's why you're kind of reacting the way you are. Or maybe this person did something and there was a point where you guys made plans and something fell through, or we haven't seen each other in a while. For some, not for everyone, this could be like reconciliation, where it's like, let me make something up to you. Um, but yeah, this does feel like it's a new beginning. And this does feel like this person is trying to bring out their playful side. But I don't necessarily think that you're feeling that way or that you're also seeing it that way. It does feel like you're being a little reactive for some reason, I'm sure. You're being triggered, or you're just kind of like, I don't know, not trusting them, but maybe that's what it is, that you don't trust them. Maybe, I mean, maybe you're not trusting them for a reason, but tell me more about why my group number ones. The Eight of Swords, it gets you in your head. You feel kind of stuck, or it gets you in your head. All right. Maybe you feel like, are we friends? Is this a date? Or like, what is this? So there's some kind of tension here between you and this person. Queen of Wands, but you're dressing up anyway, just in case. You're probably shaving too, just in case, if you're into that. um, Wow. Okay. Well, that's a little bit about who this is. Well, damn. You guys will have to let me know. Everyone's showing up. Everyone, but majors, we have Leo, Aquarius, Aries, Gemini, and then we already mentioned signs earlier. Yeah, Pisces as well. All right. Could be anybody. You guys know that. Um, all right, well, let's see what is going to happen on this date. What can you expect? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones, please. Messages for my group number ones. What can we know? What can you tell us? How's their date going to go? Messages for my group ones. What can they expect? How's their date going to go? What's going to happen? What can they expect? Messages for my group number ones, their next date. What's going to happen? How's it going to go? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones, their next date. All right, Queen of Cups in reverse. So you're just kind of like, you're, okay, you're either ecstatic but hiding it, or you're doing the most. don't don't get mad at me, bestie. I'm gonna see why this is. You know what it might be because of the timing, that you're like, oh, I'm so happy, but I wish there was something different here. I wish something was different. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Something's not enough, or you're like, now, or like, where, or what, or you're not giving me enough information. Look at, yeah, there's some kind of tension, or you're kind of torn here. It's like you want this, but at the same time, you feel like you don't have enough of something, whether it's information or security, or it's out of your comfort zone, or this is something really new, or it requires trusting this person. And I don't know if you want to. It's like, damn, what are they trying to get you to do? Go skydiving or something? I don't know. But in this day and age, even for me to come into the door and open the door, that takes a lot of trust. So whatever this is, it's might be asking you to take a leap of faith if you're somewhat, in that category as well, where you're just like, everybody's a suspect. Or maybe this person did something to turn themselves into a suspect. Let's see why. How's the date gonna go? Maybe you just don't end up liking where they take you or what you guys end up doing. You don't say anything, or you can't talk. Maybe they're taking you to a loud environment with this Five of Wands. It could be like a concert or a sporting event, or some kind of something where there's a lot of people. Um, and maybe you feel like it's not the best kind of place, or it's not the best environment to be able to talk, or Or you just, like I said, you're not saying anything because you don't really like what you guys are doing. Tell me why the Ten of Cups. What's their date going to be like? Knight of Cups in reverse. Tell me why Judgment. Two of Cups, Star card. Tell me why the Five of Wands. What's going to be happening on their date? Why the Fool? Temperance. So overall, it turns out like okay, but there is something here that you're like, man, I wish that that was different, or I wish that we would have had more time, or I wish something. It's like what is? Maybe it's like I wish we would have gone or done the thing that we originally were supposed to do, or because overall, I feel like you feel connected to this person, but at the same time, you feel like it could have been better. So let's say that they do take you somewhere. You guys may not have the chance to really get to know each other, or connect, or have conversation, or talk the way that maybe you thought you would. Again, maybe it's because of the environment. It does feel like there's other people here, and it does feel like it could be fun or it could be loud. If it's not that, maybe you wish you would have had more time to maybe get ready. Like I said, it does feel like it comes from this person's kind of side that they're kind of like, no, let's go, let's do it now, or yeah, let's do this, let's hang out. Tell me why the Queen of Cups in reverse with the High Priestess. What can my group number ones expect on their date? Why the Queen of Cups in reverse with the High Priestess? Two of Swords in reverse. One more. Wheel of Fortune. The timing. It does feel like it's because of the time. Maybe you have to work the next day, or maybe someone got off work, or someone, yeah. Or maybe you're hanging out while this person is working and it doesn't really feel like it's a date. There is something here. I don't think you have a terrible time, but I think you're definitely like, I wish that would have been better, because it feels like we don't have enough of something, enough time, or and maybe can't get enough. Yeah, it could be we can't stay out late, or we can't stay up late because I have to work. So I wish we had more time. There's that responsibility coming through. And also here's the thing, this person isn't really telling you where you're going. So maybe that's why you're a little frustrated, because you're like, shit, like, well, I gotta work, or I gotta do this, or I don't have, I can't be doing all that, or there's something here about that, okay? Um it feels like this person's in a really like playful energy, and or one of you is. Maybe both of you are. Once you're together, I think it's fine. I think it's just getting there that there is an issue. All right. My group number ones. That's what I have for you. Maybe you wish that there was like a more, I don't know, a different approach to hanging out. All right. That's what I have for you today, my babies. Let's see. Which oracle cards shall we use for you today? Let's do these here, and then we'll do initials. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. What else can we know about their next date? My group number ones, the next date they're going to go on. What can we know? We have coffee cups, so meeting up, having conversation. That could also be, and then we have friendship. So are we friends or not? Or what is this? Yeah, maybe this person's like asking you to meet up and you are in the space. Maybe that's what the emotions are. We have passion, intense chemistry, like each other equally, and having fun. We have cassette. There could be songs here that remind you of this person, but this could also be like replaying things from the past or going over past conversations. And then we have dragonfly. I love that the dragonfly showed up. That talks about change, change coming. So there could be change coming to the dynamic, or this date kind of changes things between you guys. Maybe this is, look, you have fun, having fun and lighthearted. So, yeah, there could be like a lighter approach to take to this date than like it's not so serious, is what it feels like. Maybe we need it to be a little more serious. I don't know. But anyway, my group number ones, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number twos. If you picked this sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we're going to be looking into your next date. Who is it going to be with, and what can you expect? My group number two is a reminder, it is a collective reading, so please use your own discernment. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you can't, yeah, imagine yourself in a situation like the one I'm describing, or anything like that. That's okay. That's okay, friends. It just may mean it's not for you today. Besides that, though, let's see if we can get a fun little reading out of this. I know these date ones and who you're going to date and all of that can be a little triggering sometimes, but let's see if we can keep it lighthearted and see, yeah, see who you're going to be hanging out with. My group number twos, thank you so much for joining me here today, my babies. I hope you guys are doing well. All right, let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number twos. Messages for my group twos, please. Messages for my group number twos. What can we know? What can you tell us? My group twos, next date. Their next date. What can we know? What can you tell us? Oh no, our candle just went out. We're going to have to fix that in a second. All right, let's start with who this person is. Messages for my group twos. Who are they going to be going out on a date with next? Who is this person? Thank you, Spirit. How would my group number twos know who this person is? All right, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. We have the Six of Cups. Okay, this feels like it's your type. This could also feel like they're a little younger. Yeah, because it does feel like they're very playful. Seven of Swords. Oh, this could be, for some of you guys, this is someone that you don't really trust, or maybe, I don't know, they joke around a lot. Oh, King of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe they're unavailable. Ten of Swords could be someone you had a difficult ending with. Um, let's see. Let's see what else we can get. This could be someone that you're like, no way, it's not going to work out, or we're not going to see each other anymore. I don't think that you trust this person, but at the same time, there seems to be a soft spot here for them. Like, man, I miss them, or I really like them, or I remember how fun it was, or it's just like a soft spot that you have with that Six of Cups. This King of Pentacles in reverse, though, with that Ten of Swords, Seven of Swords, I don't think you could trust this person, and maybe you felt like they were selfish, or I mean, hopefully not, but maybe they're unavailable. Maybe whether it's emotional or actually like in another relationship, or there's a reason why this couldn't be out in the open if you guys like work together. Why the Page of Wands in reverse? Knight of Swords in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you might feel like this person is like, they're like made for you, not like they're not perfectly, maybe not perfectly, but there's like a part of you that might really like resonate with them or recognize them or feel like, I don't know, feel like you see them in some kind of way. It could definitely feel like destined. Why the Seven of Swords? Maybe even the way that you met this person was in a really like magical or like serendipity type of way. All right, what do we have here? Two of Pentacles, juggling. So maybe you met this person when they were with someone else, or when you guys work together. Or, there's something here where we go back and forth on. Maybe you don't trust them because they've been in and out of your life, and it's not any of the other things that we mentioned. Why the King of Pentacles in reverse? Who's their next date with? Maybe this is someone that you've tried to make plans with, or you thought things were going to go somewhere, and then it just kind of, it's almost like we just talk about it. Is it actually going to happen? Empress in reverse. So there it is. This person makes it really difficult for you to like maintain your boundaries, if you already struggle with that, right? If you don't struggle with that, then no worries there. Maybe this is someone that just has kept you waiting, but it does feel like this is someone that has made you like either long for them or kept you, I don't know, maybe kept you wanting more, kept you longing for them. We have these little ones left here. Let's see if we have some time on that one. All right, guys, we got our little candle lit. Let's continue on. Let's see. Why the Ten of Swords? Let's see what else is going on here. Five of Swords. It's just like so much gameplay, or maybe there's a lot of like, I don't know, maybe there's playing, like yeah, like playing some kind of game. Maybe there's a lot of like flirty conversation turning into something else. I don't know. it does feel though, like I said, this could be the type of person that if you struggle with boundaries or overgiving or, or some kind of like insecurity or like self-love, like this is someone that might trigger some of those emotions to some kind of degree. Why the Four of Cups? All right, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone who doesn't either have the time or or is not like investing in this. This could also be okay. I mean, we can go deep into this. For some of you, if this isn't for you, then it's not for you. But if some of you guys have like an abandonment wound or something related specifically to a father or some kind of structure that wasn't there for you, or maybe you took advantage, or you maybe seeked this type of attention, or it's like someone or something that didn't invest into you, that kind of left some kind of like some kind of imprint or some kind of impression, I should say, that is now affecting you, or that comes up in relationships. Like it could be tied to that, because this does feel like it could be karmic. It definitely does, but there's also something here where it's like if this is someone that you are gonna proceed and go out on a date with and hang out with and maybe even have a relationship with, then these would be things that we need to get you upright. That Empress needs to come back around, where because this is the type of energy that could develop into like possible codependency on each other, right? Those type of love connections or toxic. And maybe this is someone that you're not even like, this is the first time you meet them. This is someone that seems really cool. And then maybe their energy kind of hits you. Here's the thing, you're not going to be able to ignore it. Like, I mean, you can choose to ignore it, but your spirit is going to know that this person is either lying or not being upfront, or you guys have to sneak around. Maybe it is because you work together. But there has been a lot that has happened that kind of comes up in this energy, whether that's history with this person or history elsewhere. Um, and this person does seem to joke around and maybe like, I also want to say that if they are a jokester, I don't know if I like their jokes. I don't know if I like their sense of humor. But look, that's just me. Like the videos that they might like or think that they're funny, might be a little bit out there. Um, yeah, it's giving that kind of energy, okay? If it's not that, it just feels like they're immature. All right, anything else? Who are my group number twos going on a date with next? And maybe you're like, forget this person. I'm not going out on a date with them. Like, you definitely don't have to, babe. But for a lot of you, this is someone that you already know of. If that's not for you, maybe this is not your group. But yeah, Page of Pentacles in reverse. This feels like it's a situationship. That it could have most definitely turn into a situationship. No one is saying it's going to or that you have to, not at all. I'm just saying if you're currently dealing with someone or maybe even liking someone at work that shows some of these traits, it's almost like that's kind of where it stays or where it would stay. So there is something here about lack of attention or trying to get attention. And like, I don't know, it's almost like if I love this person more, if I show them more care, like maybe that'll get them to come back around. Or I do feel like there's been false starts here, or just like, I use this a lot, the wet matchbook, trying to strike and get a spark, get a flame from a wet matchbook. And that's what this kind of feels like. There's a damper in the situation. Strength reverse. One more, please. Eight of Cups. It might be like hard to walk away, or this person is very like emotionally disconnected or very disengaged. And this person, it's like when they're with you, but when they're not, it's like out of sight, out of mind. And that's for those of you that this has been a back and forth or a juggling or a in and out of your life. Are we together? Are we not? Situation. Um, how does my group number twos feel about this person? How do my group twos feel about this person? Knight of Wands in reverse, King Roach in reverse, the Emperor, You see the potential, but in a way that is like, man, I know you're busy or you're so responsible. It's like you view them as being this businessman or this person that has it together. You view them as being, it's like the person that's always walking around with their phone in their hand and they swear that they're checking emails or doing company business. And in reality, you're fucking doom scrolling like the rest of the 97% of the planet. I made up that percentage, but you guys know what I mean. You guys see them as looking serious or being serious. And of course they do, because look, they're the King of Pentacles. They're still the King of Pentacles, even though they're in reverse. But I think you're seeing the good qualities, even though you see their inconsistencies. You see them as King Roach in reverse. For those of you that are new, that's King of Wands in reverse. Here on this channel with this deck. You don't, you might just be giving them a chance or just going out with them to see, out of like, maybe it's out of boredom that you're going out. Yeah, it could be. And to see if you can, get something fun out of it. Hold on, we dropped something. All right, it was the Knight of Cups. It is upright. So I do think you could be into this person. You're willing to give it a chance, but you are also, if some of you guys are looking to hook up or if you do kind of like them, it's like you're kind of leaning into that. Um, but again, you may not be taking them so serious. Um, All right. You could also be just looking for a good time, right? Right now. If that's not you, I completely understand that that is not. But yeah, that could be for somebody. All right. All right. So if you are just looking for a good time with this person, that's why I think you're not taking them seriously and you're just being, casual with things. Um, but it does seem like it would be difficult to maintain a healthy, functional, casual relationship with this person because it just feels like they're, I don't know, it feels like they're up to no good or they're just, I don't know, they're not up front. So definitely be careful, my group number twos. All right. Well, let's see what's going to happen on your date and what you can expect. If you guys are still here, if I'm not just talking to myself at this point, if you guys all just didn't jump ship to another group or another reader or something. All right, what can my group twos expect? What can my group number twos expect? Their next date. Thank you, Spirit. My group number twos, their next date. What's going to happen? What can my group twos expect? What can my group number twos expect? Their next date. What's going to happen? All right, we have the moon. Seven of Swords. So this does feel like a late night hookup or we're doing something in the dark, right? Three of Swords. Yeah. You guys, this almost feels like cheating. I do not ever say that. And I do not like to talk about third party situations. That's why, if you guys notice, those are topics that I never specifically hone in on or cover in these readings because those are just a waste of energy, I'm sorry to say that to those of you that are stuck in those situations. And I understand, and I swear to you, there is no judgments. When it comes to that, I just don't want you guys getting stuck in someone else's bullshit or even like vice versa. Because at the end of the day, what those situations mean is we have some cleaning up to do in our lives before we can come together in a way where both of us are in a place where this can work. We can grow. And this just does not feel like that. This feels like it's sneaky. This feels like it's something that is just lurking in the shadows. We have the Strength card. We have the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of fantasy. There could also be like drinking, if that's not you, that's not you. But there could very well be. This is all energy of let's keep it in the dark, or what happens in the dark kind of stays there. That happened early in the morning. That didn't count, type of vibes. All right. All right. Messages for my group number twos. What's going to happen on their date? The Tower. So something unexpectedly. Let's see what that is. Why the moon? What's going to happen on their date? We have the Four of Swords in reverse. So this person could even like wake you up, or, you know, if it's someone that you already know or you're already talking to, it's almost like, let me lure you out of your house in the middle of the night, you know, not the Nosferatu hand coming for you. Who knows? This person, they are kind of a shadowy energy. I'm not going to lie, you guys. You guys know I'm very honest with you. No me gusta at all. If you need a translation, is your tarot lady does not like it at all. Not for you, not for anybody, not for any of my friends. All right. So this feels fast and quick, and this feels like this person is just kind of out for one thing. Um, Now, of course, I support you if you're also getting yours in return. I just feel like with the Three of Swords right there in the middle, I can't assume that you're getting something that you're that feels good, you know? Why the Strength card? We have the Devil. So yeah, strong sex, definitely strong sexual attraction. And Nine of Cups, you're like, this is exactly what I've been wanting. Or this person might even tell you, like, I've been wanting to do this for so long. I think they're going to talk kind of dirty to you. And normally that might be kind of hot coming from someone that's showing us, I don't know, emotional vulnerability or growth or maturity, or, at least it will take us out during the daytime, where other people can see, not just something that lurks in the shadows. But this person, they're going to tell you something that they've been fantasizing about. So this is kind of like their fantasy. Um, a part of you is going to love this, or, get kind of swept away by it. But unfortunately, I don't feel like this person will be there in the morning, or will kind of show you the consistent behavior that they're showing you. They've already it's like that's their consistency, is being inconsistent. Yeah, the Tower. So they could unexpectedly ghost you. You guys know I don't like to deliver these messages either, but it's important for you to know, because if this sounds familiar, you have to remember of what that feeling feels like after, because no like sex, or no like this lust is kind of worth that. At least in, maybe that's just my own opinion, but it just doesn't feel good afterwards. And again, if your reading wasn't anchored with all of these shady ass cards, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Moon, the Emperor reverse, the Devil, Tower, Hermit, and then this fantasy here that's in the middle, it's like, of course you're someone's fantasy. You're amazing, group number twos. But it's just like, who gets to experience that? um, this Tower and the Hermit, this could also be like, again, there's a level of like secrecy, or no one knows. Ten of Swords, one more. Queen of Swords. So this could be you. Ace of Wands and Temperance. This could be you kind of taking charge. This could be you maybe not talking to them after the date. Maybe this is also like you're getting yours, or you kind of got the experience you needed to. Maybe you guys won't even make it to going out on a date with this person. I don't know, but we are looking at your next date, and it does feel like there is something here. Tell me more. Eight of Wands, Queen of Cups. Well, you're loving something. Maybe you guys are drinking. That's definitely not for everyone. All right. So yeah, maybe you are. I don't know. It's just a hard. It's like when I start to talk about something, and then it just doesn't feel right, and I start to kind of get out of the channeling. It's like, no, it's because it's not in that direction, at least not in this reading. I'm not saying you can't be. I'm just saying, baby, I can't make it up, because it's your specific situation. If it's not here in the energy, that's not my style. It is not. So that's what I'm getting, guys. I know that the message is kind of all over the place. I do think that there are some, I do think you're having a good time, or I do think you enjoy this person, but I just don't think it's like you're giving a lot of sweetness here, and this person is giving a whole lot of, I don't know, shadowy darkness, Nosferatu hand. All right. Remember what happened at the end of Nosferatu? Little Lily Rose Depp. No one was expecting that. Well, maybe you guys that know the old Nosferatu, but listen, that's when we realized men will be the end of us if we let them be. I'm just kidding, guys, but you know what I mean. All right, let's get you guys some oracle cards. All right, we're going to do oracle cards. And you know what? We're just going to do oracle cards because I told group ones we were going to do oracle cards and initials. And I just realized that I didn't do initials for them. So we'll skip those for now. All right, we have butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase. We have girl talk. So this could be okay, this could be someone that you've been talking to people about. And maybe this is an experience that already happened and you've been experiencing growth. Because this is talking about hanging out with friends, having conversations that are more uplifting. Then we have not today. So this could be you like saying, no, I know this is what would happen with this person. And that's why I'm not picking up. That's why I'm not going to get back to them. Because for some of you at the end, I did pick up on that where it's like, oh, here they come again, but I already know what this is, or I already know what's going on here. Okay. Let's see what else we can get. All right, we have photograph. So there could be something about memories with this person, remember the time, or someone here is reminiscing. Like I said, there is this element of a lot of fantasy that was happening between you and this person, at least energetically, in what I was reading today. All right, friends, I have to take a deep breath after all of that. Listen, you guys will have to let me know, what the fuck were we just talking about here? Did it make sense to you guys? If it does, stay safe out there. My babies, thank you so much for being here. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number threes. If you picked this sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we are going to be looking into your next date. So, we're going to be asking the question, who is it with? And what can you expect? My group threes, please remember it is a collective reading. So, if you're not liking the energy that I'm picking up on today, or if you've been there, done that, not looking to repeat it, anything like that, friends, it just probably means it's not for you. Besides that, though, let's see if we can get a fun little read out of this. My group number threes, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And let's get to it, my babies. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number threes. Messages for my group threes, please. All right, let's tap in my group number threes. Their next date. Who is going to get to take my group number threes out on a date? Or who's my group number threes taking out? Who is this person? Who's their next date with? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes, please. Who are they going out on a date with next? Who's their next date with? Not the person you're nervous. You're nervous to see this person. Maybe you're not sure if they like you, or if you guys will ever have the chance, or if it was a missed opportunity. Maybe this is how you feel about dating in general. Ooh, and then this person, they're just like, they surprise you. Not them knocking your little socks off. Yeah, this person, there was some kind of surprise here that happened. There could have been there could have been a situation where you guys had a falling out, or you just feel like this person is not into you. If that's the case, this is someone that you would like, you've been worried about, or you think about them at night. Maybe, yeah, maybe they've kept you up at night. There's been some kind of conflicting thoughts. It's almost like, oh, I'm afraid to be hopeful, or something like that. But anyway, look what we have here, that Two of Cups in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know if they feel the same. I don't know if they do. I don't know if they're into me. I don't know if they, I don't think that they do. It's almost like we're really worried that they don't want this, they don't feel the same, or if you guys had a falling out, um, someone fumbled, or it feels like maybe there's a rejection wound here that comes up. All right. This person's bringing a massive change. It could be in the month of November, or they're a Scorpio. Someone could be. Or this person, they're like, it's almost like their sexual energy could get, like, you could be like picking up on it, and it kind of triggers you a little bit. It razzle dazzles you. It does feel like there's something mysterious, or like, I want to say like dark and mysterious, but it's almost like dark eyes. I've talked about that before, that scorpionic kind of thing. All right, let's see what this King of Wands is talking about. Who's my group number three's next date with? Who is this person? Why the King of Wands? Five of Wands in reverse. This person is going to communicate with you, and they want to clear the air. They are being very charming, and their approach is not like in your face. especially because you're not talking to them or it's difficult for you to open up. So this person's approach is, I feel like it's gentle, but it's also kind of hot. It's all, well, it's because it's charming. Yeah, there's a lot of concern here. Maybe they don't think that you like them, or you think that they don't like you. Someone is stressing, but I do know, maybe you're the King of Wands and this person is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Someone isn't talking here. Someone's gone cold. But at the same time, they've gone cold because of love, their love life, or this situation, or anxieties regarding a reconciliation, if that's what this is, or just meeting someone new and dating someone new. Maybe it's just been so long that that's, how you feel. Why the Six of Pentacles in reverse with the Two of Cups in reverse? Three of Pentacles in reverse. This could definitely be like, it's been so long, or I just don't know how this would work. So there's a lot of rejection going on where you're being given the opportunity to try something new or do something new. And you're just like, nope, I'm not into it, or it's not happening. Okay, so two different groups, okay? Put yourself in the one that you belong. I just talked about one right there. The next one could be, I don't know if this is ever going to happen because I don't know if this person likes me. So there's that group, right? The group that feels like this could never work, or maybe we had a falling out. They don't feel the same anymore. It's a mischance. Why the Tower with the Death card? This person is going to surprise you. Why the Tower with Death card? Ten of Pentacles. There's something here about showing up or revealing something at work, at your home, running into them at a store, or them coming towards you in a way where it's like there's a buffer. There's a buffer in between you and them. It's not just you and them. It's not them directly. I mean, if they're directly messaging you, this would be in a very broad kind of sense where it would be through an email or a business phone or a business contact, something like, I know that sounds weird, but something like that, not love related. This is an energy here of they're trying to approach a very, like, I don't know, so you feel safe, or so that they better their chances at you talking to them or you opening up. Yeah, this person's been strategic. So they've been taking their time, and they also take their time. But they've been thinking about this for a long time. This person's been thinking about this long and hard. And they want to kind of like surprise you with something and see if they can get you to like look at them or turn in their direction. I don't think you want to look in their direction. You're someone here is coming off as being so over it. Either that, or that's how we're feeling about the whole situation, that this is not going to happen. All right. Anything else? How does my group number threes feel about this person? Who is their next date with? How do my group threes feel about this person? Ace of Swords, Four of Wands. Like, you already know, or you feel like they're not stable, or they're not someone that you had something stable with or can have something stable with. The other thing is, there might be something kind of underlying where you already know that you are interested, but you're making them either work for it, or I don't know, there's something here that you maybe feel like it can't happen. You seem very clear on things. Maybe you feel like you're not ready to date, or this isn't the time. This isn't the time, man. Knight of Swords, and they're coming right towards you. Maybe you're even trying to run from them or run from dating in general. I laugh because I'm like, oh yeah, I can understand that, group threes. Tell me about this person. Who is my group three's next date with? What else can we know about this person? The World card. Yeah, this person's like, all right, let's cut the bullshit. Let's go out. Let's get together. Let's talk. Let's connect. Look at this person. They want to connect with you in all kinds of levels. This person wants you to give them a chance. They're like, come on, let's just have fun. And then here you are. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords in reverse. This Queen of Swords in reverse is not happy because something's not fair. So this would require you having to move on from something else. Whether that's your own history, your own story that you created, or your own assumptions, or something that happened with this person or with someone else. I don't know, bitch. But you're gonna have to decide if you want this or not. If you want this, you're gonna have to put in the work too. You know, the work being like, okay, I'll look in your direction. I'll hear what you have to say, or I'll say yes, or yes, I'll come sit with you, and actually, try to have a conversation. No one can make you be approachable or personable. And somehow, even being unapproachable and un whatever, this person's like, "Hey, group number three, I'm over here," and you're just like, "Nope." You probably have your reasons. I'm just giving you shit. All right, maybe you just lost the hope. You're just like, I'm fucking over it. I don't even want this anymore. All right, well, that's who your next date is with. Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus. Those fixed signs keep coming through. Strong, strong on the Scorpio, huh? And then we also have Pisces, all right? Libra. Libra's like, don't forget about me. We won't forget about you, our little judgmental queens and kings. All right. Listen, let's see. What can you expect? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes. What can they expect on this date? Messages for my group threes. What can they expect on their date with this person? What's going to happen? What can we know? What does my group number threes need to know? What's going to happen on their date with this person? What can they expect? What can they expect? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes. For a lot of you, this could be who wants to take you out on a date. Because no one can force you to say yeah. And this reading isn't your next date with your dream person that you want and desire. Like, this could just be the next person that wants to take you out on a date, and hopefully it's someone that you do want and desire. But the reason I say that is because in your group, I'm just getting that we're just not going to go for it in this group, and that's okay too. That's okay too. But I just want to throw that out there because I was catching some vibes when I was shuffling. All right, what can my group number threes expect their next date? We have the Six of Wands. They want to impress you. And this person is very big on let's start as friends, or let's get to know you. Yeah, this person's strategy is to get you to start talking, because there is this feeling here of you're kind of making it hard to carry conversation or have conversation. It is giving dry texts. This person is trying to be playful, but let's just say that that's them and not you. So one of you guys is making it a little bit more challenging. So they're going to they're being really sweet. I do think the communication is an issue here. You guys aren't talking, or it's like you want to talk about, maybe you want to like jump to the really serious stuff, but there's like a lot of in between. There's like banter, there's getting to know each other, there's talking about, current things, like whatever it is. It could be catching up. Why the Page of Pentacles? Why the Queen of Swords? So you're making it, or one of you is making it really well known that this is like we're just hanging out, or we're just friends, or this is just one date. It's almost like we're really making it clear that we're not here for, I don't know, that we're not here for some bullshit. I do think one of you, I'm not going to say it's you, but I think it might be you. I think one of you is really, I don't want to say playing hard to get, but it's like there's almost like a special kind of combination to the lock, to get you to open up. And you're giving a little bit to this person, but not very much. Or it could be vice versa. There's an edge here. There's an edge of aggressiveness, or I don't know, an attitude or a feeling. It feels really cold. All right. And maybe you're saying no, no, no to this person. No, I don't want to go there. Or you're like, don't get close to me, or this isn't a date. I keep kind of feeling it's not a date, or we're just friends, or this isn't, I don't know. There's something here. And this person's just, I think that they're being really nice and very sweet and trying to get you out of your mind. I do think this person is trying to be really understanding. And it feels like they're trying to get you to loosen up, or they're trying to get you to have a good time, because the conversation is very challenging. I do see that. I do see that. It's almost like you're roasting them, or you're giving them shit, or you're not making it easy for them. But maybe it's your way of like being playful as well. I'm not saying you're being a bitch, but I am saying that you're not afraid to be one on this date. If that doesn't sound like you, then that's not you. Then let's just say conversation is difficult. That doesn't mean you're a bitch, but you guys know if you can, if you know how to push back, pretty good. All right. Let me see. What else, please? What can my group threes expect on their date? Tell me why the Queen of Swords in reverse was it. Maybe you're just waiting for this person to like start talking. Yeah, no, you're closed off. You're like, there's a lot of shit to talk about, and you're just kind of being very observant about this person. Maybe you're agreeing to see them. Maybe in your head, you're like, okay, I already know. It's like maybe you're already like, I already know what the result is going to be. Let me just go check this out, or let me close out this cycle with them. Or some of you guys are just going to say no. Some of you guys are not. Some of you guys may leave this kind of open ended. Again, it's free will, but for a lot of you, you will hang out with this person. Why the Seven of Wands? Maybe to try to set something straight. And it's like they're trying to take you out or go somewhere, and I feel like you're like, oh, there, or like, why? Or like I said, you're not kind of making it the easiest, or you're being quiet at least, but it would be uncomfortably quiet. I mean, could this come off as shy energy? Yeah, it could be shy. Yeah, that could be what it is. For sure. I think the group is split, but for a lot of you that there is kind of an edge to it. It's for a reason. Why the Queen of Cups with the Nine of Swords in reverse? Once you're out with them, you feel a lot calmer, by the way. Tell me about the Page of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Wands. And even though you don't like have the most conversation, it's like you glad you did, or we're keeping the conversation very playful. There's still something here. Look, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse. Not making a move, or not talking, or I think this person is trying, but there's something here that's kind of a no on your side, or you're just not really sure about it. And again, that could be the group that is going to say no to meeting up with them. Maybe you already know what this would lead to, and you're like, nope, I'm not interested anymore. And for others of you, it's just a challenge on having those conversations, maybe as to where is this heading, or what is this, or, I don't know, talking future plans, maybe. All right, a lot here. Where you guys end up going could be somewhere like very kind of traditional, or like around other people. I just heard like bowling. You guys could go bowling if you're into that, or if you can see yourself going. Um, I do feel like if you are in the stance of being a little bit cold and distant, it's almost like we're not going anywhere romantic. We're going to go somewhere where there's other people, or it's fun, or there's almost like a safety kind of barrier. But if that's the case, I do think that once you're there, your energy does it gets out of that Queen of Swords in reverse. All right, strong Aquarius, Gemini, Aries, Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus again. All right. My group number threes. That's what I have for you today in regards to who your next date is going to be with. Let's get you guys some oracle cards before we close out your reading. All right, thank you, Spirit. What else do they need to know? Messages from my group number threes. What do my group threes need to know about their next date? What do my group threes need to know? We have Sword and a Rose, clarity, truth, and revelation. So there's something here about truth coming through. So that could be what this date is, ascending. So that's that growth. It's elevating the relationship as well. Grow with a snake. So there could be some kind of trust issues here, but also maybe you found yourself in like if you're an empath and you've attracted narcissists in the past, or maybe that's something that you're kind of healing from, because that card can talk about that. We have seduction. There is that that passion with that Ace of Wands that we got at the end. This is flirting, dating, temptation. That also says hooking up. And then we have abundance. We have keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So that could be talking about taking things slow with this person. I definitely don't see you as wanting to move quickly if this person even has a chance to take you on a date. And maybe that's what you're focused on. You're focused on your own abundance. My group number 3 is that is what I have for you today. I hope that this reading resonated for you. More than anything, though, I hope it's helpful. Maybe it gave you a little heads up as to what could possibly be around the corner. I appreciate you guys being here so much. You guys know that. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.